Burn it. Burn it. Burn it. Champ. Champ.
As long as he continues to fight MMA guys and YouTubers, he's gonna continue to look good and shine. But once he fights a real fighter, a real fighter that can really fight, it's not gonna be that good.
Is that if Manny Pacquiao is really considering of coming back to professional boxing, I think that would be a good measurement and sign and a marketing for him.
According to insider reports, undefeated boxing legend Floyd Mayweather Jr. made a surprise visit to Manny Pacquiao's training camp in Los Angeles, where the Filipino icon is preparing for his comeback fight against Mario Barrios. The unexpected meeting between these two boxing greats has sent shockwaves through the sports world, reigniting conversations about their storied rivalry, mutual respect, and the shifting dynamics within the world of boxing. Floyd Mayweather's reported visit to Manny Pacquiao's training camp is more than a casual gesture. It reflects the deep, complex bond between two of boxing's greatest icons. Their storied rivalry peaked with the 2015 Fight of the Century, a historic bout that captivated the world and left a lasting legacy. Since then, Mayweather has built a successful career as a promoter and exhibition fighter, while Pacquiao turned his focus to politics and humanitarian work. Despite their different paths, the respect forged in the ring has never faded, and this surprise encounter rekindles interest in their enduring connection.
You fought against Manny Pacquiao, you fought against Floyd Mayweather. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the hardest puncher, what would you rate both fighters?
We all know that Mayweather is not known for a big punch. It stings, it stings, yes. I would have to say they're about the same. It's funny because I didn't feel Pacquiao's punch. He didn't do anything to me, so I didn't really feel his punch. We punch the same. The only difference is that Pacquiao has the ability to really maybe knock you out, but he's got to land that perfect punch. And Pacquiao's more of a, he doesn't have that good timing like Mayweather.
What about speed?
Speed, it's different. It's different speed because Mayweather is a guy who, one fast shot, boom. Pacquiao is. He'll throw 4, 5, 6, 7 punches and fast. I think both guys might be the same.
The rivalry between Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Manny Pacquiao is one of the most significant and lucrative in boxing history. Spanning over a decade, their 2015 showdown was the result of years of intense anticipation, complex negotiations, and global demand. Talks for the fight began as early as 2009, when both fighters were at their peak, but disputes over drug testing protocols and promotional disagreements caused repeated delays before it finally materialized.
Any version of Mayweather would have always beaten Pacquiao, in my opinion. I think Mayweather would have always done what's necessary for Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao had a greater career, but I think Mayweather's a better fighter. And I think Mayweather had the right things for somebody like Pacquiao. He had the right one-punch speed. He had the right IQ. He was bigger than Manny with longer arms. He had great feet. It's just a kryptonite for Manny Pacquiao. I personally thought so.
Manny Pacquiao spoke about that. He shouldn't have.
Floyd Mayweather.
Floyd Mayweather, yeah.
Because there's a time and a place for everything. I'm not going to say he's right and I'm not going to say he's wrong. But it's so crazy. When he spoke about it, I could have easily came out and said, yeah, you spoke about it. I ain't have to say nothing. Just by you saying my name, they gave me a check for $4 million. He said my name when he didn't supposed to speak, when he didn't supposed to. Remember I said, it's a time and a place for any and everything.
Manny Pacquiao's boxing career is nothing short of extraordinary. He has won 12 major world titles and captured the lineal championship in 4 weight classes: flyweight, featherweight, super featherweight, and super lightweight. Uniquely, Pacquiao is the only boxer to have claimed world titles in 4 different decades, from the 1990s through the 2020s. His fights have drawn huge global audiences, generating over $1.2 billion in revenue across 25 pay-per-view events, underscoring his immense impact and enduring popularity in the sport.
Philippine boxing legend Manny Pacquiao leads ESPN's list of top 25 Asian athletes of the 21st century. The 8th Division World Boxing Champ bested the likes of Chinese basketball icon Yao Ming and Japanese baseball superstar Ichiro Suzuki, who finished second and third respectively. Completing the top 5 are Korean football star Song Hong-min and Japanese-American Naomi Osaka. Also making the list, the Philippines' first ever Olympic gold medal winner, weightlifter Heidelin Diaz, and the PBA's 7-time PBA MVP, Junmar Fajardo.
In September 2021, Manny Pacquiao announced his retirement from boxing to pursue a political career. He ran for president of the Philippines in the 2022 elections but was unsuccessful. Despite the loss, he remained active as a senator and continued his extensive philanthropic and humanitarian efforts across the country.
Thoughts on Manny Pacquiao's retirement?
One of the greatest fighters we've ever seen. Never ran from anybody. Had completely respected the sport of boxing. Was an ultimate champion. And I have to tell you, one of the nicest human beings you'll ever meet on the planet Earth. I mean, when people, I want just to say this real quick because I know we got to go. We got one more thing to discuss, Mark.
Yeah.
When people talk about Manny Pacquiao and they say stuff like, well, he's fighting for money. I would like y'all to know that there are people who line up in the streets of the Philippines just to come get some money from him. He's very charitable.
Oh, yeah.
That's why money was compromised, because he's a giver. He's a special dude. I'm a miss.
At age 46, nearly 4 years after retiring, Manny Pacquiao has officially announced his return to the ring. He's set to face WBC welterweight champion Mario Barrios on July 19, 2025, at the MGM Grand in Las Vegas.
Pacquiao vs. Mario Barrios is a done deal. Fight will either happen July 19th and July 26th in Las Vegas or San Antonio. And it's not going to be a pay-per-view. It's going to be free on Amazon Prime. Whew. We blast Jake Paul for these types of fights. And yet a current world champion and Mario Barrios is going to go after Manny Pacquiao. Listen, I get it. You get to share the ring with the legend of Manny Pacquiao, one of the greatest to all ever do it. But he's been retired now. He's already in the Hall of Fame. Manny Pacquiao did not look good in his previous exhibition he did last year either. Mario Barrios should easily run laps around Manny Pacquiao, destroy him. Why are we wasting time with this type of fight? It makes absolutely no sense to me. Listen, 147, welterweight. Me and Talani just got done talking about this in our interview. 147 is a historically great boxing division. And there is great talent in the division right now. But the problem is that guys don't want to fight each other. We don't want unification. We don't want undisputed. And we're getting fights like Manny Pacquiao versus Mario Barrios. Why? This fight makes absolutely no sense. If this is even somewhat competitive, that is embarrassing on Mario Barrios' part. Why are we wasting time with this fight? Listen, Brian Norman Jr. should be fighting Boots Ennis, but he chose a decent alternative. Fighting Sasaki in Japan is fine. That's still two debatably top 5 fighters in the welterweight division fighting each other. I'm A-okay with that decision. Boots Ennis finally stepped up and he did the unification fight against Danny Onis. Great. Manny Pacquiao versus Mario Barrios? Okay, if this was for a massive bag, I get it. But you're fighting for a non-pay-per-view event, so you're going to be fighting for free against a guy like Manny Pacquiao. Why? There are plenty of other fights to be making. But yet we're getting Manny Pacquiao and Mario Barrios. Is Manny Pacquiao even ready to fight in the ring? Why is he... I get he still loves the sport, but listen. You are an all-time great, a legend of the sport, a Hall of Famer. Why return? Why not just go pursue other things? If anything, do the little cheap expedition fights that you did last year, or those that are similar to that of what Floyd Mayweather keeps doing. Why is Manny Pacquiao doing a real legitimate fight? I get for its world championship, but against Mario Barrios. Why is Mario Barrios agreeing to this?
George Kambosos Jr. once had the invaluable opportunity to train alongside Manny Pacquiao, an experience he credits as transformative in his boxing journey. More than just refining his technique, Kambosos learned the deeper aspects of the sport: mental toughness, discipline, and the relentless drive to exceed limits. He often emphasizes that Pacquiao's influence extended beyond physical training, teaching him that boxing is as much mental as it is physical. Observing Pacquiao in camp, Kambosos absorbed how to combine speed, strategy, and preparation into a complete, effective fighting approach.
trained with Manny Pacquiao had to be a huge asset for you, because even though Bay was probably your biggest name opponent up until then, you'd been. How many rounds had you done with Manny?
250 rounds over 3 world title campaigns.
So it started with the Jeff Horn fight?
It did, yeah. When Jeff got, obviously, the fight with Manny Pacquiao, I was in Los Angeles. And I was sparring his ex-sparring partners, Jose Ramirez and Ray Beltran. I was with 5-5, and these guys are good fighters, former world champions. And Freddie come over and goes, Manny's got the Jeff Horn fight. So yeah, I'm hearing about it. He goes, well, you're sparring his sparring partners. How would you like to go against your countrymen and help Manny prepare?
Mario Barrios, a 29-year-old American boxer from San Antonio, Texas, currently holds the WBC welterweight title. He earned the belt with a commanding win over Yadenis Ugas in September 2023, scoring 2 knockdowns and securing a unanimous decision with scores of 118-107 and 117-108. This decisive victory marked a major turning point in Barrios' career, elevating him to full champion status after Terence Crawford vacated the title to move up to super welterweight.
Last time I interviewed your sister, and she told me when you were kids, she would do the best in sparring. She would get the best of you.
Oh, yeah.
When did that change, Mario? When did that change?
He wasn't the only guy she got the best of in San Antonio. She got the best out of everybody, man. Yeah, my son's a beast, man. Like, she couldn't spar other people a lot of times.
Unfair.
Yeah.
Mismatch.
It was like overwhelming, man. She was just naturally strong. And so yeah, most of the time, it's all punches they were dudes. But I couldn't really even like spar with her serious until I was like 17 or 18.
Wow.
Mario Barrios is not underestimating Manny Pacquiao, despite the significant age gap and the Filipino legend's long absence from the ring. Barrios is approaching this fight with full focus and determination, preparing as if he's facing Pacquiao in his prime. From the outset, his training camp has been intense and all business. His coach has emphasized that they are treating this bout with the seriousness and preparation of a world title fight. There's clear respect for Pacquiao's legendary status, but also a burning desire to make a statement. Barrios isn't just looking for another win, he wants a defining moment, a victory that will be remembered. He knows the risks of facing a boxing icon, but he also sees the immense reward. For Barrios, this is more than a title defense, it's an opportunity to cement his place in boxing history.
A lot of people are asking what's going on, are the rumors true? Is it possibly Spence? Is it Pacquiao? Who is Mario Barrios sharing the ring with next?
You know what? He's put himself in a great position through hard work. He's a tremendous story when he turned pro and what he's been able to accomplish being a 2-time world champion. And I always told everybody, he fights all comers. When we fought Gervonta Davis, all my hats off to Gervonta Davis. But it was very difficult for us to make the weight. We were going to move up in weight. They presented us, with this opportunity, and he said, you know what, I'll bite down for it one more time. And then from there, obviously we had a tough loss, but it was a competitive fight. And his first fight at 147 pounds, he goes on and takes on Keith Urban. No tune-ups, no getting used to the thing. Goes at that point is about as good as you can get in the division, and took on that. So he takes on all comers, all challenges. His first world title against Batirov, the Russian, is about as tough as you could have done at the time. And so I think he's earned the right now to be in the biggest, best possible fights. And now it's going to be up to Al Heyman and Louis DeCubas Jr. on what they see is best and fit for his career, whether that's Pacquiao, Spence, if that's a unification with Boots Ennis.
The upcoming clash between Manny Pacquiao and Mario Barrios has stirred widespread interest in the boxing world, drawing mixed reactions from fans and analysts. WBC President Mauricio Suleiman has voiced strong support for the fight, emphasizing Pacquiao's legendary status and the history of successful comebacks by former champions. Suleiman remarked, "I do like the idea very much. I think Pacquiao can beat any fighter or be competitive with any fighter." His endorsement highlights the WBC's approval of the matchup, acknowledging Pacquiao's lasting appeal and his continued potential in the sport.